actually the co-manager of this establishment. As the place is getting, well, renewed, I have decided to take the shift myself. This place has been around ever since early 1985, as surprising as that sounds. We're mostly just remodeling this whole location since we think we can get a lot out of it. Originally, our plan was just, well, demolish the place, but we don't really have the resources needed for that. It would be far more expensive, so we just decided to stick around. After all, remodeling an old location like this one seems far more coherent. Anyways, I'm recording flowing tapes for later employees. Since we have high expectations for the establishment, these tapes will hopefully provide the needed information for the night shift itself, and will serve as guidance in case no one really wants to explain anything. So, here we go. Even though this security system is rather outdated now, we can't really over-prioritize a comfortable office or a more capable backup generator. So, as expected, of course, the place runs the backup generator during the night, but this generator is very outdated, like I said, so everything we do is directly tied to the office, that being security cameras and etc., are directly tied to the same generator. To avoid the generator from actually overheating and draining far quicker, which is already is by now, but not as drastic, we've implemented some restrictions. The security camera will need to cool down after a bit, so it stops the generator from screwing up. Both security doors can be locked at the same time for the same reason, so you can close only one at a time. Even though this may seem overly restrictive, it's actually not that big of a deal. All you really have to do is balance things out and stop the generator from actually draining completely before 6 a.m. I'm doing my first shift as I'm recording this, as a matter of fact, so it isn't really as bad as it sounds. Another thing to keep an eye on is the open vent duct that's in your office. We haven't really had a chance to fix it, and I honestly don't know if this thing will be out of date later on, but there is a temporary solution for that open duct. Through the cameras you can lock it, which I don't think will be necessary in the slightest. However, hypothetically speaking, if you hear something crawling directly to your office, you can just lock the duct to wherever it is inside it won't crawl in. But that's mostly it. Of course, if anyone does break into the establishment, look through the cameras, and if they're near you, use your security doors until they back off. It's very unlikely such a thing would happen, but you're here to ensure such a thing would happen to begin with. So, yeah, that's mostly it. Just keep an eye on the cameras, make sure to conserve power, and have a good night.